Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and I do readings for Pisces. So we're going to finish off the readings for the week. I'm being very gentle with you this week, Pisces, because I feel some of you are very, very sensitive, and you're very, very, I don't know, you've got awful weight, some of you, on your hearts, and, you know, we all get those times that it's just more difficult. And I want you to know that I understand. It's happened to me. I'm sure it's happened to many, many people. It doesn't make it any less of what you're going through. It just means that you're not alone. And there are better days ahead, obviously, from these cards. You see the Six of Swords moving into the Four of Wands, which means that, you know, your hopes and fears is, please let me move through this and find, you know, better on the other, you know, better days going forward. And I feel that for you. I feel that. I feel it not only in this way, I feel it that you're going to be able to enjoy the little things going forward. You're going to not take things for granted, okay? Like, let's say you had like 10 days of storms. When the sunshine comes, you really enjoy it and you really celebrate it. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling here. So let's take some cards here, Pisces. Let's finish off this week strong, and we're going to come back next week feeling better, stronger, more in line with what we want. Okay, so this card and this card wanted to come together. So what I can feel here is that, yeah, we're still at the point a little bit, Pisces, where this is not quite here yet. The Two of Swords is the card of delays, right? But not forever delays. So what are you being delayed at? You're being delayed at the reconnecting back to the happy space a little bit. And that's okay. I mean, it's not okay, but it still means that it's there somewhere. The reverse doesn't mean that it's the opposite all the time. It usually means that this is on the underlying surface of things. It's just that the energy is just not being quite felt. It's not quite there, right? So you're still at odds here, obviously, okay? You're still at odds, but there's still three people here waiting to celebrate, if you know what I mean, right? It's like all the people are there. It's just that the energy is not. But it will be. It will be. You're going to go from the Three of Cups to the Four of Wands soon enough, beautiful ones. It's just not right now. It's just not right now. It happens. It happens. Just hang in there. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your energy. Absolutely not. Your guides want you to just, you know, hang in there. And allow yourself to feel. If you need tears, allow yourself to have them. If you're feeling the pain, allow yourself to experience it. Don't try to hide it. Don't try to, you know, if you're struggling, as I said yesterday as I was writing, reach out. Tell somebody, I'm really struggling. Okay? Yeah, you see, the sun is coming, as I said. Sometimes we get gray days. It happens at this time of the year, especially in my end of the world. We're transitioning between winter and spring, and we're all really, you know, hoping for spring. But then winter seems to drag on, and we feel like, oh, you know, my energy is like, you know, going away. It's all right. Spring will come, summer will come in. the warm weather. Can you feel it? Can you close your eyes if you're somewhere like I am, somewhere that's a little cooler? Can you close your eyes? Can you feel the summer day? Can you feel the sun on your skin warming you from one end to another? Can you smell the dandelions, the freshly cut grass? If you're allergic, don't sneeze. Just feel everything. Can you hear the crickets at night? Yeah, the buzzing of the bees. If you can, just, let it come in. Let it soothe you. Let the summer sun come in. And I know at other parts of the world you have different seasons, but sometimes that sun is different there as well. I don't care where you are. The seasons are felt. The changes are real. Your body feels them as well. Okay? When things change, it's different. It's different. You feel it differently. So better days are absolutely ahead. Okay? We're going to dip sometimes, we're going to go up sometimes, we're going to crest sometimes. Sometimes the dips are going to feel a little lower. It's okay. We're going to get through this. I told you, I'm here for you. My beautiful Pisces, this is our community, this is our space. It's safe, it's loving, it's embracing. If you let me, if I can, I'll do what I can to keep you out of the pit of despair. And if I can't, then I beg you to go find somebody who can help you, and then you can come back to me and we'll help you keep moving. Okay? Yeah. Sometimes in life, the tower, it feels like everything's crumbling around us. But let's take a really good look at the tower. Okay? When crap happens, when the tower comes in, yeah, most of the time if it's not in a good way, it's devastating, of course. Of course. I've had a few tower moments where it just didn't feel great. Yeah. But the thing about the tower is that they don't last. They don't last. This tower can only crumble once, right? Or twice, depending on, how many times it falls down. But the initial damage, it happens once. That's it. And then after that, it's picking up the pieces. But the surprising thing is that sometimes we're not picking up those pieces. We just let them there. We pick up the rubble and we bring it somewhere else. Either that or we recycle it into something else. Sometimes that tower fell down because it was old. It couldn't hold us anymore. It couldn't protect us anymore. Okay? So things need to be shaken up. There needs to be that level of destruction so that because we question our beliefs, we question our system, and it brings around chaos and upheaval and sometimes crisis. Sometimes it's a good kind. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'm so shocked. Something, good happened. But it's unexpected. Or at least it feels unexpected. But most of the time, it's needed. And inevitably, it's part of life. So, I would say ride this out, Pisces. Ride this out and find shelter. Go for cover. Keep yourself safe. And then be hopeful. They are showing me someone in bated breath, waiting, holding their breath, going, and waiting to exhale. Almost in relief, I feel. Almost in relief. So that's good. That's good. It's a relief. It's almost like that's done. Now let's move on. That's what I'm feeling, absolutely. That's what's coming through. Ooh, I'm telling you. Some of you are really feeling this, my beautiful Pisces. Some of you are really feeling this. But I think that's why you're moving on. Yeah, again, this card is, and I did put it back up right, it's coming back up in the reverse. It's just the perspective has to shift, and I feel this is bringing that shift. This is how the shift happens. By you maybe not seeing or understanding how things are going to move, how things are going to be seen from this point on. It will become very clear. This is obvious. Things will be changing. The outcome will be much kinder than the way you're feeling right now. Let's just put it that way. It will feel much kinder than the way you feel. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Temperance will come back in. That's nice. Yeah, I almost feel like it's an imbalance to bring back balance. You just have to have patience. Maybe slow up a little bit. I feel that this is like a divine, it's a divine intervention that's coming in. It's how to find a balance in between. It's integrating things back to how they should be, or should feel, or should vibrate. Yeah, just beneath the surface is that Ace of Pentacles coming in. Again, things seem to come in a little topsy-turvy for you this week. I've never seen this many reverse cards in your reading in a long time. So it's definitely this Hangman that's in the wrong position. That's coming in almost looking like a scarecrow, if I'm being honest. Hung up on a stick in the field, not being able to move is what I'm hearing. But everything's definitely there. All the components are still there to succeed. You just have to, I don't know, hang in there. Hang in there. Or go hang in there, I should say. Okay? In that perspective, in that zone of different understanding. All I heard as that card came around was unblocking the heart space. Something needed to be definitely unblocked or released. Bursting forth are the two words that come like a dam that's been retaining for way too long. It's now time to release that. Cleansing tears, creating a space for growth, creating a space so that you can move on to happier, connected times with insight. There's definitely an explosion coming here, but I think it's of the heart space. Like I said, it feels like a dam, not this, more like a dam, something opening up and releasing. I'm hearing finally, finally. I felt this yesterday too, like a release of some sort coming through. You're definitely looking to it. I don't know if you're looking forward to it, but it's definitely something that is needed. It's going to release you from this tension. So I still feel tension all in my back, in my arms, and my shoulders. And I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Yeah, if you look at him, this is... I know this is the King of Pentacles, but look at him. Yeah, this is how I feel. I feel like... Oh my God. Okay? Like spent. Done. But I like that it's the King of Pentacles. Because it's showing green pastures. Abundance coming in. Lots of resources. Now that could be resources in the sense of money, or it could be resources in the sense of help. It could be resources in abundance in the way of your heart space, how you're feeling, you name it. Abundance is many, many, many things, and different things to everyone. No word of a lie, Pisces. Since last week and this week, I've had to take days off in between these readings. Like I've had to do 1 day of readings and a day off just to recharge my batteries. So you are definitely going through something. I just hope I don't have to go through it with you at the time that these readings drop. Oof, oof. I've got a lot in the works, and and now we have, is she the Queen of Pentacles? I do think she is the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know. She might be the Queen of Wands. She does feel, yeah, she's the Queen of Wands. She feels very beautiful in her orange gown. She does give me that Queen of Pentacles feel as well, just all the greenery around her. So having the Temperance card here and both the male and female of monarchy, I feel that it's talking about your balancing of the masculine and feminine. One with abundance and the other with the fire, creativity, and energy that you're going to be needing to move forward in a better forward momentum. Momentum coming up, Pisces. Yeah. You're needing this. You're absolutely needing this type of energy to get going. All right, so It's amazing how many times the Two of Swords has come out this week. And the Page of Cups here again. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of like opportunity is going to drop out of the sky. That fish, that abundance. Okay. Definitely better days ahead. Better things are coming. You will feel a lot better as things move forward. You will feel like you have gotten a blessing, you have gotten something, you've been delivered a gift of some sort. You just got to give it time. That's it, Pisces. You just got to give it time to come in, to feel like that. Because right now it's not feeling like that. Last couple weeks hasn't been feeling like that at all for you. Dragon's Lair. Yeah, I remember this card. The thing with this card is it's always feeling like it's an impending doom type of card. The Dragon's Lair. But dragons, I think actually in the book itself, this isn't about being taken in and hurt. It's about being protected by the dragon. See? You're always protected and divinely directed. And again, they're talking about a divine guidance coming in. Okay? You know when you're about to enter dangerous territory. So they're telling you, when you feel that way, tread carefully. Be aware of where you're going, where your thoughts are leading you, how it's driving you, okay? The path that we're on, it offers challenges at some points. It's not just about easy peasy. If it was just that, then we wouldn't have all of these things that we need to go through, okay? That said, though, is sometimes some of the times that we feel most alive when we're trying to get out of something, when we're trying to find a solution. Okay? And it says here, a life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. It says a new experience is calling to you. And this one is testing your courage. It's testing your might. It's testing you. Okay? The choice is yours, but there's a greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. I like that. It's like you are protected, you are divinely protected. Just because you think there is some kind you fear, or you have this feeling of, oh, I don't know if I should. This also comes out to 10 with the Wheel of Fortune. Doesn't necessarily mean that you should fear it. Okay? A powerful move. I like the fact that you have the Six of Swords and then a powerful move comes in. A chess piece with wings. A mirrored ball with a key. It all speaks of rolling with the punches and doing what needs to be done. You have 15. 15 in the major arcana is the devil card. It's that devil stuck energy, right? A movement with purpose. Putting into motion your intention. Making choices from an empowered and thoughtful place. Positive change. The time for rest is over. Change is in the air. This is a powerful time when deliberate action is needed to move your intentions out of the realm of thought and into the material, from ideas into action. How do you approach your relationship to the invisible world as it influences the visible? Do you see the relationship? Do you recognize yourself as a unique, whole, and worthy being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, and whose life has meaning? I'm telling you, Pisces, this is what they've been talking about. You could just, that sentence is that this whole week in a nutshell. Okay? Do you recognize yourself as a unique, whole, and worthy being who has a special place in the world, whose offerings are valuable, and whose life has meaning? You are a mighty co-creator, so step into that power and see your intentions manifest in the world. Real positive change is possible when you make choices from an authentic sense of self and take a conscious step towards your dream. To take steps towards your intended experience, start first with the way you think. Let curiosity be the focus now and display willingness to discover new things instead of confirming your past expectations. Be open, be clear about your motives and desires, and set your intention. Step into the magic just waiting for you to claim it. Traveling, moving, flowing, flying, whatever describes the changes in your life, know that these are called for now. Act with thoughtfulness and awareness, and remember to be true to yourself. What is called for now is doing the thing that needs to be done. All will be better than well. What an exciting time indeed. I love this so much. And like I said, this part, mighty co-creator, step into your power and see your intentions manifest in the world. Okay? Your life has meaning. Live it that way. Go forward in that kind of energy. Your life has meaning. Okay? So let's hear, Pisces. Let's take from this beautiful deck. Again, with the Two of Cups coming in, also a card. The twos have been very much represented this week. They've been showing up a lot. A choice for serenity, harmony, happiness, choosing harmony, choosing friendship, partnerships, love. The coming of two to create something new. And this could be in a relationship, or it could be of two ideas, or two energies, or whatever you want, okay? And the return of the Three of Cups. It came in reverse and it comes back here upright. To remind you that even though it's reversed here, the energy of the Three of Cups is available. It's doable. You're going to be able to tap into that. Absolutely. And as soon as you can reconnect with your heart space, Pisces, you're going to feel the shift. You're going to feel the change. Things are going to feel a lot better for you. Very different than what they have been. So don't give up. Don't feel like all is for nothing or all will be lost. It's not. Absolutely not. Okay, one more of this and then I'm going to pick a few charms. I've been doing the charms all week. Might as well finish it off. The star. Love that. Illumination. Finally. Hope, peace, renewal, all coming to you. Optimism. After the darkest hour is the dawning of a new day. Okay? After the darkest hour is the dawning of a new day. I just feel like saying that all the time this week. Sometimes we have weeks where we need to pick ourselves back up. It happens. It happens. And it's okay. You are okay. You're perfect just the way you are. I'm kind of hoping that this week gave you the insight you needed into realizing that you don't need to change to suit anybody else. You can be perfect in yourself. Okay? All right. Let's see here. Beautiful Pisces. So, the first thing I noticed was this right here. And this means dice. It means initiation. It means destiny. Okay? I think that has been, I feel that it has been a little bit like a roll of the dice for you this week. It has felt like an initiation of some. Initiations are so hard. They're hard to deal with. And it kind of makes you feel like all over the place. Yeah. I see this dinosaur and all I feel is like some days it feels like you're as old as a dinosaur when you're going through these things. Like all the stuff that you go through, all the stuff that you have to kind of dig up, it's like digging dinosaur bones. That's what I feel. It's like fossils from the past. Again, just to move into the future. You do have help with this beautiful dragonfly that I see here. This is the symbol for past loved ones. So I haven't mentioned them this week, but they've been silently watching you. And I'm sure their heart is with you, okay? So, and I know I say I haven't, and I did mention it yesterday. So, they want the best for you. So, yeah, they're correcting me now. They said we did yesterday. That was such a hard reading yesterday. Yesterday we also had the beautiful wheel with the anchor, but today it's showing up just as the wheel for the ship, and that's wonderful. Again, showing up to bring you to let you know that this anchor is going away. You'll be able to move again. You're going to be able to have that beautiful movement to go forward, a powerful move. Absolutely. You have that lotus flower reminding us again of the Page of Cups. It's been coming in all week, Page of Cups, to remind us that we are the dreamer. We are open, and when it comes to that. Now, I like the fact that this leaf came into this blue circle. I feel like this is that 7 where there was a rope on the ground, and he was going to put his foot in it. Also is the 7 of Swords, which is blue, which is, air. This is the blue band. I feel like this is very close to that. And I feel that you've been stuck, this leaf in it. It makes me feel like you've been this leaf that's been caught up in this wind, right? And it's just been spinning and spinning and spinning through the wind. It gets picked up. You think you land and it picks up again. And in some ways it feels like it's forever trapped in the wind. So I do get it. Just the fact that they came in together. I do get that that's been that kind of a week for you, Pisces. But things are definitely going to get better. Okay, they always do. For a bad time, there's good times. And for difficult times, there's easier times. So everything in balance, like the Temperance card. Okay, there's an ebb and flow to life, and it can't all be beauty and easy times. Sometimes there's difficult times, things we have to deal with, things we have to face up to. So the biggest lessons that I think that were important this week for you is that what you see as boring, as unimpressive, probably make up what authentically makes you you. And there's probably nothing that what you feel is not exceptional is exceptionally you. So please explore those things. Okay? Don't try to change from one mask or something that you've been living a lie in to change into another just because it looks prettier. People reinvent themselves. How about just being yourself? Okay? Just become who you were meant to be. Take the mask off and leave it off. And treat every part of you as special and as something that can be enjoyed, that can be celebrated. Like I said, if you weren't here this week to hear that part of that reading where I said some people call themselves drama-free but they call themselves boring because they don't bring drama into their life, and yet I listen to some people who do like cottage core. There's a cottage fairy channel, and she's so peaceful and quiet, and I love watching her. There's absolutely nothing boring about her. Okay? She doesn't invite drama in her life. And it doesn't look like she ever will. And there's nothing boring about her. So take a look at those things that maybe you think are unimpressive, uninteresting, and see how others may think they're very interesting. How can you utilize those to embrace who you are authentically and then use it to be the best you that you can be in your relationships, in your life, and go with that. And if you are struggling, as I said yesterday, if you're struggling and you're still just not really feeling like you're getting anywhere, please reach out. There's apps out there where you can talk to people to get some help. I highly encourage you to do that if you can't find anybody to call right now and say, hey, get yourself where you can ride the rough waves until the way clears a little bit for you. I'm sending you a bunch of love and surrounding you with light, and also telling you that you're blessed. You're blessed. You're here. You matter. Okay? So what's on the schedule for tomorrow, Pisces? Let me take a quick look. See, I know I have the weeklies that I'm going to be doing for you, but we're also going to be doing a live. I do lives now with the second video. So I'm going to do the super new moon in Pisces. We're going to take a look at it. I think it's coming in. Oh, I think it's actually is tomorrow. So we're going to look at it and read about it tomorrow. We're gonna be in the juice of it, which is kind of cool. And I hope you can join me then. Take good care of yourself. Okay? Bye for now.